everyone, welcome to History and Civics class for class 7. We were doing lesson number 11, Aurangzeb and his Deccan policy, decline of the Mughal Empire. Topics discussed in the previous video, Aurangzeb's Deccan policy, estimate of Aurangzeb. Let's recall the cross questions. How much time did Aurangzeb spend in the Deccan? When did he annex Bijapur? When did Aurangzeb die? Why was he known as Jinda Peer? Why did not his Deccan policy prove beneficial to the Mughal Empire? Terms to be discussed in today's video: decline, to decrease; accession, to get rank or power; ornamentation, the action of decorating something. Later Mughals, successor of Aurangzeb, are called later Mughals. Topics to be discussed in today's video: cultural development under Aurangzeb, the later Mughals. As you know, students, Mughal Empire was rich in its art and architecture. Mughal rulers built beautiful examples of architecture like Taj Mahal, Agra Fort, Tomb of Babur, and so on. Cultural development of the Mughal Empire began to decline with the accession of Aurangzeb. Let's read and understand more about their architecture and cultural development during the period of Aurangzeb. Let's start. Cultural development under Aurangzeb. The cultural development of the Mughal Empire began to decline, means decrease, with the accession of Aurangzeb. Accession means to rank or power. Number 1, architecture. Aurangzeb did not pay much attention to architecture. In AD 1674, he built the Badshahi Mosque at Lahore. However, its ornamentation means the action of decorating something is simple. Aurangzeb was money-minded ruler. Not many buildings were constructed during his reign. Aurangzeb did not pay much attention to architecture. In AD 1674, he built the Badshahi Mosque. Badshahi Mosque was built in Lahore, capital of Pakistani province of Punjab, Pakistan. Today it is considered to be one of the Lahore's iconic landmarks. It is second largest mosque in Pakistan. However, its decoration is very simple. Let's read painting. Aurangzeb did not give encouragement to art. In spite of this, the art continued to flourish. The miniature, means small scale paintings, progressed very well. Aurangzeb did not pay much attention towards art. He gave no support to the artists of his reign. Still, the art was continued to flourish because it has been flourished since beginning. The miniature painting progressed very well. Music. In the beginning of his reign, Aurangzeb was fond of music. After some years, he began to hate music. He dismissed the court singers and musicians. According to the historians, Aurangzeb was fond of music in the beginning. He gave support to the musicians as well as the artists. But after some years, he began to hate music. He dismissed all the royal and the court singers from the court. Let's read literature. Aurangzeb did not want the writing of history of his reign. However, the Fatwa-e-Alamgiri was compiled under Aurangzeb's patronage. Aurangzeb did not want the writing of the history of his reign. However, Fatwa-e-Alamgiri was compiled under Aurangzeb's patronage. Fatwa-e-Alamgiri was served as the law and the principles regulating body of the Mughal Empire. It was the basis of the judicial law throughout the Mughal Empire. It created a legal system that treated people differently based on their religion. Let's read the later Mughals. We have already studied about the rise of the Mughal Empire under the Great Mughals. The Great Mughals were the Mughal rulers from Babur to Aurangzeb. The successor to the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb are called the later Mughals. In fact, the reign of the later Mughals was the period of a rapid decline of the Mughal Empire. We have studied in the previous chapters about the rise of the Mughal Empire under the Great Mughals. The Great Mughals were the rulers from Babur to Aurangzeb. The successors of the Aurangzeb were known as later Mughals. Let's read more. The decay of the Mughal Empire had already started during the last 25 years of the reign of Aurangzeb. His intolerant policies caused revolts in the different parts of the empire, but especially after Aurangzeb's death, the empire declined rapidly. Some of its territories broke away and formed independent kingdoms. These new kingdoms or political groups mainly formed between AD 1707, Aurangzeb's death, and AD 1761, the Third Battle of Panipat. They were not as capable as the great Mughals. They were actually puppets in the hands of their shrewd nobles. Shrewd means having or showing sharp powers of judgments. The decline and decay of the Mughal Empire had already started during the last 25 years of the reign of Aurangzeb. After his death in AD 1707, a war of succession began amongst his three surviving sons. His intolerant policies caused revolts in different parts of the empire. Some of the territories broke away and formed independent kingdoms. His two sons also declared their sovereign over the two independent kingdoms. Especially these new kingdoms were formed after the Aurangzeb's death in AD 1707 and after the Third Battle of Panipat in AD 1761. The Third Battle of Panipat fought between Ahmad Shah Abdali and the Marathas. The later Mughals were not as capable as the great Mughals. Actually, they were puppets in the hands of their nobles. Do you know? The later Mughals were Bahadur Shah I, AD 1707 till 1712, Jahandar Shah, AD 1712 till 1713, Farrukhsiyar, AD 1713 till 1719, Muhammad Shah, AD 1719 till 1748, Ahmad Shah, AD 1748 till 1754, Alamgir II, AD 1754 till 1759, Shah Alam II, AD 1759 till 1806, Akbar II, AD 1806 till 1837, and Bahadur Shah Zafar II, AD 1837 till 1857. Bahadur Shah Zafar II was the last Mughal emperor of India. In this way, the later Mughals ruled the subcontinent for 150 years, AD 1707 till 1857. Here the word subcontinent means area separated by natural boundaries. So students, this is the end of the today's topic. I hope you understood the topic. You are able to solve some exercises by yourself. I'll come with the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.